In 1977, 20th Century Fox and George Lucas unleashed Star Wars on the world, and it became a major success beyond anyone's expectations. People would line up and wait hours, even days, to get into a screening of the movie. Repeat viewings were common among those who loved the film. Star Wars ruled the world. While the theatrical experience was second to none in those days, especially compared to the home theater quality of the time, these fans would all come to desire the same thing: the ability to watch Star Wars at home. In those days, people had basically three choices when it came to watching films at home. They could wait for it to air on television, or if they had the money, video equipment was becoming more and more available to consumers. It was expensive, but more rental stores were beginning to open. And then there was film. Before the dawn of consumer video cameras and VCRs, most people shot their home movies on 8 and 16mm film in a variety of formats and would play them back on a home projector. Studios and companies saw this as an opportunity to put Hollywood films on consumer reels and sell them to the public, who already owned the equipment to play these reels back. These companies sometimes sold full-length feature films and television episodes in the 16mm format, but primarily specialized in what were called cut-downs on 8mm reels in various lengths, generally the 50, 200, and 400-foot varieties. These cut-downs, as the name implies, were edited and shortened down versions of popular films, usually focusing on selected key scenes. One of those companies was Ken Films. Ken Films was one of the largest producers and distributors of these home movies during the 1960s, 70s, and into the 80s before closing shop in 1981. They were located in Fort Lee, New Jersey, and for a time were the most prolific and arguably most popular home film distributor. They secured many large contracts with major retail distributors like Kmart, for example, while many of the other companies were limited to camera stores or direct mail order. Their last hurrah was with the Empire Strikes Back reels at the end of 1981. They released hundreds, possibly thousands of 8mm films in various lengths and formats, like black and white, color, sound, and no sound, and featuring partial prints of feature films and many complete cartoons, which were ideal because of their short length. Among the numerous titles they offered, Ken Films acquired the license to distribute Star Wars films in 1977. Interestingly, they were producing and selling these reels while the film was still playing in theaters, which would hardly happen today. If you'd like to know more about Ken Films or are an 8mm enthusiast, then I would suggest the site 8mm Forum. There are many other good sites out there, but this is a really good place to start. There's a lot of good information in the threads there, of which I used for my research on this video. I will include a link in the description. Star Wars finally came to home video in 1982 and was released in a variety of formats over the next few years, including VHS, Beta, Laserdisc, and CED, among others. But for 5 years, the only way fans could watch Star Wars and eventually The Empire Strikes Back at home was to purchase these reels from Ken Films. Any Star Wars home video collection really starts here. So after doing some research, I purchased the first black and white Star Wars reel that was on the market to add to my collection, and as an experiment, I digitally scanned the reel of film using my home film scanner. Then I took the scan and loaded it into Premiere and did a little bit of cleanup and recropping to the image. So presented here in full HD at 24p for archival purposes is the first black and white silent 8mm film reel of Star Wars from 1977. As this reel was the version without sound, I have created an audio presentation with music and a few light sound effects to enhance the viewing. But if you really want the authentic experience, mute the sound on the video, and in another tab, open up a video with an 8mm projector sound effect and play that over the video. There's a link in the description for the projector sound effects. Hope you guys enjoy, take care, and have a great day.